Welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to talk about drought-resistant plants because we've had such a strong heat wave that in the end I'm thinking if this is going to continue, why not have cacti, really succulents, that do flower all the time. In that way, even if you do have a heat wave, you always have your flowers blooming. So welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about the trailing ice plant, and it is native to South Africa. And let's look at it and see how you too can propagate and make abundance. So my name is Alice and I'm the red soil gardener. There's so many trailing ice plants and most of them are succulents, but all of them are very different from each other. And the beauty about it is that I have this color, which is like a purple color, but a very light purple. And this one here is actually a light pink. I love them because first of all, they're drought resistant, they're pest resistant. They're very resilient, and propagating it is actually very, very easy. These plants are native to South Africa and you do have them out in the wild. But then because of its beauty, and especially as they are light resistant, so like now is when they're going to bed because it's slightly in the evening, they've closed up. But in the morning when I walk in my garden, they've opened up and showered me with their glory. And I think that's always nice to have that contrast in a light sensitive plant. Now, what do you do with these plants? So what I have out there, it's all started with a small plant like this. And then eventually it sort of spilled over, and all I did for propagation purposes, which we'll go later into, is I just lay it flat in a bigger bowl and I sprinkled soil and watered it mildly, and actually it's taken over the whole bowl. So that is one propagation technique. But what happens is with these plants is that you can have them in hanging baskets so that they can trellis down. You could have them against a slope where again all this foliage of purple or pink just trellising down. There's so many ways you can actually utilize this plant in rock gardens and all that. So it is very versatile. And what I particularly like about this plant, because it is quite delicate when you do look at it, because most succulents either have big leaves or, you know, they are like calanchoes, you know, they're big. But this is just delicate little leaves that just pop up, and inside these leaves you get the color. Now, basically, what is the requirement of full sun? In a full sun situation, you will get multiple blooms. So sometimes what happens is that when I do get the full sun and they've opened up in the morning, the whole bowl will be full of these lovely colors. The next thing is, what sort of soil does it like? I would go with a cacti mix, a sandy soil, or if you're going to buy it in a nursery, do get a cacti soil. The whole point is having a well-drained soil, because as we know with succulents, is basically they don't want water around their roots. The next thing is water. So basically, as we said, they don't like water along their roots, because the problem with water with succulents is that they store enough in their leaves so they can go on for weeks without water. But the moment you put them in a soggy situation, basically you kill your plant. So basically what you need to do in terms of sun and water is make sure that your plant, your ice plant, is in full sun in order to get a lot of blooms, and also give it water sparingly. Now, what I noticed the other day as I was watching this butterfly sort of fluttering around in the garden is they actually do come and sit on the seeds. So there are pollinators that are attracted to this type of plant. So basically, this is such a beautiful plant. And again, if I may emphasize, is that if you do have a slope, do introduce it, because as it has a sprawling nature, it will go onto the slope and actually hold the soil. So in a way, you're sorting out soil erosion. So once again, with the sprawling nature of this plant, and it does actually spread quite quickly, is a plant like this, when I was propagating, was actually quite tiny, but because it's sprawling, and if I had space, these will attach to the soil and go out, is that it does double its size, the actual size, it doubles it within a year. So in a way, you will get a lot, especially through propagation, through the spreading, and it is a nice plant to introduce to your garden. So there are different methods to do propagation. Now, one of the propagation techniques is actually to do it through seed, but I have never tried it. But the other day, as I was looking at the plant, I noticed that this is what happens, and I've actually got it here. So once the plant does have its flower, the flower does dry and it looks like this. And then what happens is that the actual flower within the flower is the seeds. So what happens is you get, it dries up, and then you end up with these that are the seeds in the flower. So once you do have your seed pods, these ones, the seed is in there, so all you have to do is germinate it and it will grow. But today I am not doing a seed production because I have never done it before, but I will test it. Now, what I did here is I literally went into my bowl of trailing ice plants, and all I did was just pick it, and then I just threw it in this soil, and out of that, I'm just going to open it up here. Here we go. I'm going to just lay it out and see how it's done. Now you see, all I did was just take this and put it in soil, and look at that rooting. This is about 2 months old. So let me put this all back in here. So basically is in the potting soil, it's a well-drained soil. So we have really good drainage, but I'm going to just put this aside and show you exactly what I did. So this is my container here, and all I did was get my cuttings from my batch there and just literally stuck it in and made sure that all the nodes are under, all these nodes are submerged. And that's simply what I did. And with that, look at the rooting. So it does root very quickly. And here we are. That is one. So basically, even as you want to start to collect this and actually have it as an indoor plant, you can actually, from every single stem, you can have quite a lot of babies out of it, and have your batch. So what I'm going to do is move these to the side, and do excuse this mess, but what I'm going to show you is what I did here again, is I literally just picked up a clump and then just placed it here and just put soil around. It does have very shallow roots. If you look at it, you see over here, you can see all the rooting, but because of this cacti, the roots are quite shallow. But all I did was take them and clump it into this container, and then just cover it with a very light soil, and with the result, it's already sprawling around. And that is as simple as a propagation can be. So fellow gardeners, thank you so much. I hope you go and get yourself a trailing ice plant, and they are so beautiful for the summer. And once you do start with a clump like this, is after a year it'll double in size. And if you really do want to do other cuttings, all you do is actually snip it and put it in the soil. But basically that's your propagation. So thank you once again. Don't forget to like and share. Don't forget to press the notification button and also subscribe to our channel. We really are very grateful to those who have subscribed. And do introduce us to your family members, to your friends. The channel's getting more and more exciting. I am on Instagram. Do DM me. Do send me messages. I always love that. And have a really lovely day. And don't forget about this plant because it is so beautiful. Bye.